Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pemirsa TV Muhammadiyah yang saya hormati, kali ini masih bersama saya dengan Tisa Satitisa Kuntala yang akan menjadi host dalam acara Islam yang Berkemajuan, salah satu program TV Muhammadiyah. Bersama dengan saya di sini ada Bapak Mr. Samsudin Min Chang.
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome to our mini studio.
Thank you.
Beliau adalah ketua dari China Islamic Association.
Yes.
Okay. Kita akan berbincang sedikit dengan Bapak Samsudin Min Chang. Okay. Can I ask you about how is Muslim and Islam in China overall? That's in everyday life.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
It is a great honor to have this chance to have such interview here.
Yeah.
You know, I would like to have this opportunity to say something about the Muslims and especially Islamic history in China. You know, it's quite interesting. You know, I was engaged in foreign affairs. I worked for that. I worked for China Islamic Association and in charge of foreign affairs. I have a lot of opportunities to go abroad and to have a lot of foreign friends. You know, whenever I go, I have a lot of people ask me, "Is there any Muslims in China?" Actually, you know, it's amazing for me. Why should they have such kind of question?
Yeah.
Because they believe that in China there's no Muslim at all. Because they believe China is a communist country.
Yep.
No religion is allowed to practice. But the reality is that we do have Muslims in this country. And the Islam in China, you know, have a quite long history. I can see that the Muslims live in China for more than 1,350 years.
Okay.
You know, it's a long history. You know, according to Chinese official history record, that there was a diplomatic relationship between China and the Arabia, you know, during the time of Caliphate. And since that time, a lot of you know, Arabian traders, envoys, diplomatic envoys, and the businessmen came to China. Yeah. And besides Saudi, Arabian Muslims, we also have Persian Muslims came to China as well since that time. So when they came to China, a lot of them never go back to Arabia, and also never go back to Persia.
So they
just stay in China and get married with the local Chinese people. So that's the origin of our ancestors.
Okay.
You know, in China, you know, the biggest Muslim ethnic group is Hui. Actually, I myself is from Hui.
Hui.
Yeah, Huizhu we call it.
It's a region.
Yes,
okay.
it's yeah. You know, this ethnic group is quite interesting, I think, because, you know, we have very similar face with local Chinese people. You cannot tell who is Chinese, Muslim or not Muslim, because our face have the similar face, and we just speak the similar same language, Chinese Mandarin. Yeah. But what is different is our faith. We have our Islamic faith, but the other people have their own faith. It's quite interesting. You know, in China, the Hui people, just like me, you know, have two names at least, I think. You know, in my home, my parents, my relatives, and my friends just call me by my Muslim name, Shamsuddin. Everybody call me Shamsuddin. But my non-Muslim people call me Min Chang.
Min Chang, your
because
last name.
It is easier for them to call me.
Yeah.
If they call me Shamsuddin, it's not acceptable to them.
Yeah.
It's difficult for them.
Difficult for them to pronounce
it. Yes. So in my hometown, it's quite interesting. A lot of people don't have Chinese name. For example, if they call Hassan,
Yeah.
they just put their family name in front of his name. For
name.
example, Ma Hassan. If his family name is
family
Ma,
name.
we call Ma Hassan. If his family name is Yang, we just call it Yang Hassan. Yeah,
Okay.
it's quite interesting.
Yeah,
I think since we Muslims in China have a long history, we just have our very unique cultural background. For example, in our language, although we speak Chinese language, we have our very special terms from Arabic origin and or Persian origin mixed in our language, daily language. For example, we Chinese people call it each other friend.
Yeah.
We call dosti.
Toasty.
Yeah, dosti actually is a Persian language. It's Persian word.
Yeah.
We Muslims call it each other dosti. Yeah, but no Muslims don't understand what does it mean.
What does it mean?
Yeah, and for example, we have five time prayers in Persian names as well. Yeah, Banda.
Bangta.
Yeah, Banda is from the five times prayer name.
Times.
Yeah, Banda, Piashin, Tiger, Sham, and Hoftan.
Okay.
Yeah, it's from Persian language.
Okay.
It's quite interesting, actually, we have our own national background and also our national culture. And another thing I want to mention is that because we have very long history in China, we have a lot of historical sites still in use in China. We have more than 45,000 mosques built since these ancient times, and most of them are still in use today.
They still use it.
Yeah, for example, in Beijing, there's a very famous mosque called Newjie Mosque.
Newjie Mosque.
Yeah, it was built 1,010 years ago, but right now it was still in use. During Juma prayer,
they use it.
More than 5,000 people go there to pray.
So it's like really huge mosque.
It's very huge, very huge, and a very very big square.
Okay, thank you so much for explanation. Because itu tadi pemirsa bagaimana penjelasan dari Bapak Syamsuddin Minchang mengenai perkembangan Islam di China, khususnya di Beijing, Beijing ya. Bahkan ada muncul pertanyaan, apakah ada sih Muslim di Cina? Mengingat Cina itu adalah negara komunis yang tentu saja agama itu dilarang keberadaannya, dan ternyata dari sejarah yang coba tadi disampaikan oleh Bapak Syamsuddin, pada tahun sekitar 1350 tahunan yang lalu, pedagang dari Arab dan juga Persia datang ke Cina, yang kemudian mereka menetap dan juga menikah dengan perempuan-perempuan Cina sehingga menghasilkan keturunan yang Muslim, yang beragama Islam. Dan juga salah satu yang menarik adalah etnis Hui ethnic group, Hui, yang juga menjadi salah satu komunitas Muslim terbesar di Beijing khususnya. Baik pemirsa, itu tadi segmen pertama kita wawancara dengan Bapak Syamsuddin Minchang. Kita akan melanjutkan ke segmen kedua setelah jeda yang berikut ini. Baik pemirsa tvMu, masih bersama dengan saya Tisa Sakuntala dan juga Bapak Syamsuddin Minchang dari China Islamic Association. Kita akan melanjutkan diskusi dengan beliau. Mr. Syamsuddin, I heard that in China there are 56 ethnic groups in China, and how many are them is Islamic ethnic group?
Actually, in China we have, just as you mentioned, we have 56 ethnic groups in China. Of course, most of them are non-Muslims. But we're lucky enough that we have 10 of the ethnic groups are Muslim background. You know, although the 10 ethnic groups totally believe in Islam. So that's why, you know, we have very accurate numbers of the Muslim population in China.
Yeah, in China. All over the China.
All over China. According to the newest statistics coming from the official government, you know, we have more than 23 million Muslim population in China nowadays. It's a big number.
23 million, eh?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and they have this kind of association, of course, and like now you are in the China Islamic Association, right?
Yes.
And maybe you can tell the audience about this association.
Yes, we have a lot of Islamic organizations in China, and the China Islamic Association, which I come from, is the only nationwide Islamic organization in China at the moment. You know, under our association, we have a lot of branch Islamic organizations at the provincial level, at county levels. So the total number, according to my memory, is more than 500 Islamic organizations.
Oh, that's
in
quite
China.
a lot.
Yes, but the nationwide is only one, China Islamic Association. And the China Islamic Association was established in 1955, only 6 years after the founding of the Republic of China. Yeah, and right now we have our headquarters is in Beijing, and we have more than 70 staff working in the headquarters in Beijing. And the China Islamic Association is involved in many walks of Muslim social life. For example, we have different departments in charge of different issues. For example, I come from Foreign Affairs Department. In charge of foreign contacts with Islamic organizations in foreign countries. And also we have you know, Religious Affairs Department. You know, we also have the we're running a magazine. We call it Muslims in China.
Muslims in China.
Yeah, and also we have Islamic Institute. We call it China Islamic Institute. You know, we have only it's a small number. We have only 100 students studying in the institute right now, but inshallah, in a very near future, the students' number in our institute will be increased very fast.
And
inshallah.
It's special for a Muslim, or we can
only Muslims.
Only Muslims.
Only Muslims. The purpose of this university institute is to training imam. Training imam. You know, presently, you know, a lot of imams working in different places, in different cities across China, are graduated from China Islamic Institute, which we're just proud of that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and they can do da'wah as well all over the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, we're involved many other very useful work. For example, China Islamic Association is the only authorized body to organize Hajj every year. You know, I just came back from Saudi Arabia last month because, you know, we are the organizer of Hajj for Chinese people. Every year we organize more than around 15,000 Muslims to go to Mecca. Per year, yes. And another work we are doing is halal certification. Halal certification, because, you know, we have a large number of Muslims living in China. We have to be careful about the halal food. So that's why we set up a department to deal with the halal food certification.
Oke, itu tadi pemirsa, bagaimana Bapak Syamsuddin menjelaskan mengenai China Islamic Association yang berkembang di Cina khususnya. Sebetulnya ada lebih dari 500 kelompok Islam, tapi yang berada pada level nasional hanya satu, yaitu China Islamic Association, dan juga terdapat beberapa departemen di dalam asosiasi tersebut dengan beberapa fungsinya. Salah satunya itu untuk menorganisasi haji, keberangkatan haji, dan juga sertifikasi halal food, ya, untuk halal, makanan halal. And what about the resolution of maybe conflict in your country? Maybe is there any China Islamic Association taking part into the about the conflict resolution? About the conflict resolution.
Okay. Yes, of course, because China is a very big country, and we have a very large population there, and because people over there just like people elsewhere in the world. We have different faith, we have different social problems, just as we had in China as well. The relationship, I think, between Muslims and non-Muslims in China sometimes occur, especially in the publication and in halal food matters. But I think just Islamic Association take a positive part in resolution, in resolving these problems. I can give you an example. Last year, there is a very famous TV station in Hong Kong. They just make a program about a kind of a talk show, and they just they just mentioned about the Islam, and they just said something not suitable about our Prophet Muhammad. It triggered some anger from the Muslim people in China. And we are also aware at the very first time, very early time of that, and we contacted this TV station. And they, very soon, the manager, the leader of the TV station from Hong Kong, come to Beijing to make apologize to us, and they just told us that they didn't mean to assault Islam or Muslims. They just it was because of a lack of knowledge.
That's about
we just accept their apology and explain to the Muslim people in China. This problem.
And they forgive them.
They're forgived, and the problem solved.
That's cool. Thank you so much for the explanation. Tadi bagaimana juga salah satunya China Islamic Association mencoba untuk menengahi konflik yang terjadi di antara masyarakat muslim yang ada di sana. Baik, itu tadi segmen kedua kita, pemirsa tvMu. Kita akan melanjutkan segmen ketiga dengan pertanyaan lain yang juga tidak kalah menariknya. Tetap di tvMu dan jangan kemana-mana. Pemirsa tvMu, tiba saatnya kita di segmen yang terakhir, yaitu segmen yang ketiga. Kita akan melanjutkan diskusi dengan Bapak Syamsuddin Min Chang dari China Islamic Association. Mr. Syamsuddin, can I ask you about the cooperation with Islamic organization between China and Indonesia?
Yes, sure. We have very good relationship with Islamic organizations in Indonesia. 4 years ago, we just had a very successful cooperation with MUI. Majelis Ulama Indonesia. We just cooperated with them and held a very successful China Indonesia Islamic Culture Expo. To celebrate the 14th and 16th anniversary of the diplomatic relationship between the two countries. And since then, we have conducted a lot of communication and exchange and the cooperation with each other. We have invited a very important delegation from Muhammadiyah from MUI last month. This
so
delegation,
like
led by Sheikh Din Shamsuddin. He visited us and in last month. And when they come back to Indonesia, and they invited us to be here to attend this forum.
Yeah.
And also the other purpose of our coming to Indonesia is to discuss further about our cooperation.
Okay.
You know, for example, the day before yesterday, we just visited the Halal Certification Center of MUI.
Yeah.
They just showed us what they are doing in the center, and also, you know, we are very surprised to find that they have very modernized, you know, facilities, instruments, and the laboratory over there to guarantee the halal food in Indonesia. And because we also involved in halal food certification, so I think, you know, we're gonna have further cooperation in this field.
Yeah.
We also signed with a memorandum with the MUI, and one of the important issue in this MOU is halal food certification.
For certification.
Yeah. And inshallah tomorrow we're gonna visit Muhammadiyah University in the morning, and in the afternoon we're gonna visit another university run by Muhammadiyah. And you know, this about the another issue mentioned in the memorandum. We're going to exchange our students and our lecturers and the scholars. And according to our agenda, you know, next year we're going to send some Chinese Muslim youth to study in Indonesia.
In Indonesia.
Yeah. And Muhammadiyah going to provide some scholarship to them.
Oh, nice.
It's a very good beginning of a cooperation with them, I think. And you know, we also have some, you know, other issues to cooperate with each other. And inshallah, we're going to talk with the MUI and also Muhammadiyah as well about our cooperation on holding the Islamic culture and halal food expo next year.
Next year?
Yeah,
in Indonesia?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And probably the day after tomorrow, we're going to talk about this issue further with the MUI.
Okay, we'll be waiting for that moment.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So, not just in education area. Maybe is there any collaboration with Indonesian or Islamic organization, maybe in health or maybe in other area?
Yes, yes, I think so. You know, besides Islamic affairs, we have a lot of things to cooperate with each other.
Yeah.
Because there's such big number of Muslims living in this country, and also we have a good number of Muslims people in China as well. So I think to have more cooperation between the Islamic organizations will benefit the Muslims in the two countries. So inshallah we are going to have a broader scope of cooperation in the future.
Thank you. Yeah, inshallah it will be a good collaboration with Indonesia and China.
Yes, yes.
Iya, itu tadi pemirsa. Ternyata sudah banyak hal yang dilakukan kerjasama antara China Islamic Association dengan organisasi Islam di Indonesia, terutama Muhammadiyah. Salah satunya itu membangun kerjasama mengenai sertifikasi makanan halal dan juga pertukaran pelajar yang akan kerjasama dengan beasiswa yang akan dilakukan antara dua belah negara. Jadi kesempatan buat yang ingin belajar ke Cina dan juga dari student dari Cina juga bisa datang ke Indonesia. Okay, could you give us about this collaboration between China and Indonesia, broader to our audience?
Actually, you know, China is a country develops very quickly in these years. And also the same in Indonesia. Indonesia grows very quickly as well, both in economic and culture and many other fields. As the big countries, I think it's necessary to cooperate with each other for the peace of the region and also for the benefit of their people. I think so. I think, you know, the Muslims can cooperate with with Muslims about their Islamic issues. And I think businessmen can cooperate with businessmen. And of
especially
course,
in the globalization era.
yes,
now,
it's also important for them. And because there's so far as I know that Indonesia is a country where the largest overseas Chinese are living in.
Okay, it is.
So that's why we need to have more and closer cooperation with each other. I think it's necessary for us to do so.
Okay. Thank you so much,
Thank
Mr. Samsyuddin. Ya, itu tadi bagaimana sebetulnya kerjasama yang dibangun antara Indonesia dan China, tidak hanya dalam bidang pendidikan ataupun kesehatan, tapi juga ekonomi, apalagi dengan era globalisasi yang sekarang semakin berkembang pesat juga. Banyak hal yang masih bisa kita lakukan dalam hal kerjasama dengan negara China. Baik, terima kasih atas perhatian yang diberikan oleh audiens dari tvMu. Kita akan menantikan program tvMu dalam Islam yang berkemajuan. Dalam episode selanjutnya tentu saja tidak kalah menariknya dengan tema-tema yang akan lebih seru lagi. Terima kasih atas perhatiannya. Saya mengucapkan Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum.